Where are my deaf friends? Where are they? My hard of hearing. Where are they? Bravo! Just everybody applaud. Ready? No, don't clap. They can't hear you, goddammit! Jesus, they're deaf! Thank you for coming. Oh, so I turned 50. Yes, when I turned 50, I shaved my head. Because underneath this brown mess is gray hair. Oh yes, this is all fake. You should have seen me this morning. I was spraying my roots and I gave it a spray and I missed and I had a big line across my forehead. I looked like an alien. Kelsey said, leave it, no one will notice. I'm like, yeah, right, streak. So when I turned 50, I had all of my friends and family for my 50th birthday, and they all came to Palm Springs, and we had a great big party for them. And I took my nieces and nephews out quad biking. Do you call it quad biking up here? Yeah? Four-wheeling. Oh yeah, you have to be difficult in Toronto, don't you? Four-wheeling! So I took them four-wheeling, and my nieces and nephews and I are standing in this place I've gone to before, in Palm Springs, and the guy is, we're all in a semicircle, the guy's over there, and he's giving instructions, and I'm standing, he's kind of cute, and he says, well, don't put your feet down, because if you put your feet down, you're going all backwards, you're going to break your legs, and I'm going to chop them off and call you Peggy. Well, that's kind of funny. And he keeps looking over at me, and I'm going, inside going, he recognizes me. He says, and don't put the throttle all the way back, because if you do throttle all the way back, the cutting will tip forward, backwards, you'll fly off, you'll break your neck, and then we'll have to take your head off, and then you'll be the headless wonder. Not a good joke. And he looks over at me, and I go, like, yeah, it's me. He says, and when you go up the hill, don't pull away from it, we're too fast, stay in a group, so you be careful, nothing happens. So nothing happens. If it does happen, you're all together in a group and you just keeps looking at me. He says, you know something? You look a lot like that guy from that TV show. Really? Yeah. Yeah. Except you look a lot older. All of a sudden I didn't like him very much anymore. And when he said that, my nieces and nephews did this. They knew what was coming. He said, yeah. Not like he said enough already. He said, yeah. You look a lot like that guy who plays that Malcolm Merlin, but he doesn't have that old man hair. I'm going to drive one of those quad bikes up your ass. That's what I'm going to do. I walked over to my nephew Turner and I said, Turner, tonight at 1 o'clock, let's show him how old I am. We're going to come back in the middle of the night, we're going to slit all the tires with quad bikes. See how he likes them apples. It made headline news in Palm Springs. Quad bikes vandalized by unknown assailants. I'm just kidding, I didn't do that, I didn't do it. It didn't happen, no, I sent my nephew Turner instead, he did it all. Keep my hands clean, just like Merlin. But it was awesome, my 40th birthday, we went back, we had a big party, and I was told by Stephen and Mel when I when I started on Arrow, I told them that I would be turning 50 soon. That was 5 years ago, right? Stephen said to me, because I've always spent my birthdays on the set, he said, well, John, if I'm there, I'll come out, either of a cake, or I'll deliver your cake in a Speedo. I never forgot it. Right? Until my 50th birthday. All the lights go out. And Kelsey, where's Kelsey? Where are you, Kelsey? She's right there. Come here, Kelsey. You all know Kelsey, don't you? Yeah. Kelsey's my Asian bitch. She's fine with it, don't worry. She's cool. What do you call me?
My big gay dad.
Her big gay dad, because when we're on airplanes, they think she's Mrs. Barrowman. They do, don't they? And then she sits there, she's like, no. I'm like, ain't that bad? And then they go, oh no, well, who are you? And she said,
It's daughter.
You may as well be my wife. So yeah, she's my daughter when we travel. So I'm her big gay dad, Scott's the other gay dad, and we're a stereotype. We've adopted an Asian daughter. And I kid you not, I say that to the flight attendants, don't I? And they go, coffee? Would you like another drink? They don't know how to handle it. Particularly if they're Asian. Because she looks at them going, huh? The best was the other day. Can I tell this one? Going onto the plane, you turn to me. Because I'm not allowed to lift my bags, right? And she's making it out online that I'm some kind of, like, bad person. Making her carry all of my bags. All over Instagram, she's like, oh. So I walk on the plane, and I turn around, and she's walking with my bags, and we get on the plane, I step on the plane, the flight attendant says, welcome aboard, Mr. Barrowman, and she goes, Ling Ling, bring your bag, Ling Ling, bring your bag. She sits down next to me and she goes, That was the flight. She turned to the flight attendant and she said, $5, $5. We have fun on planes. So we're at the birthday party and Kelsey comes out. I'm sitting down and Kelsey comes up to me and she says, you're gonna love this. I'm like, what do you mean I'm gonna love this? The lights went out. And all of a sudden, the candles come from down the hallway. And here comes Stephen Amell and my friend Keith Jack in gold gourmet Speedos, holding my cake. I about shit myself. And other things. I turned around and I went, you know about this? She said, of course I knew about this, totally. I went, how did you know about this? She said, I arranged it. I said, what, you arranged it? She said, yeah, I was in the bedroom when they changed it. I went, what? And then she says,
I got video.
Got a race girl out of me. Video! Yes, she did. She said, I'll show it to you later. I'm like, deal. But it was awesome. They came out in the silk and the gold lame. I blew out the candles. I looked at both of them. And they had something written on their chest. Keith, unfortunately, is dyslexic. And he was meant to write JB on each of their chests, but he wrote BJ. I thought, yes! Christmas and my birthday will come all at once! From two of my most hunkiest friends! I get to blow out the candles in a whole new way! The best bit is she turns and says, I also got them doing their push-ups while they were prepping. I went, really? Push-ups while they're prepping, on top of each other. Right? Totally on top. They wanted to get buff and all ready for me, and they're doing push-ups on top of each other. She filmed it all. You dirty bitch. Big round of applause for Kelsey, everybody! But the funny thing was, I go back to my room to watch the video, and I go in my room, and there's red all over my carpet. From when they fell, and all the lipstick they'd written BJ on their chest was all over my carpet. What's the one thing you don't ever do in a gay man's house? Leave a mess on his curtains or his carpet. It's terrible. I was scrubbing for days to get it all off of me. It's a fabulous birthday. Hey, how many of you saw the video of my husband? Have I told you this story before? I have. Well, fuck, I won't tell you again. Excuse my French. It's not Sunday, is it? Oh, in French it would be... What would it be in French? Québécois. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Okay? Shh. All you un-Frenchies, shut up. Dimanche?
Dimanche!
Hey, you, get up here. Come here. Yeah, you.
Oh my God.
take your time. We've only got an hour. Oh, hello. Get up here. I just want... It's about to get even more unreal, let me tell you. Je parle un peu. Can I practice my French on you? It's BJ in a minute, I'll tell you. What's your name?
Tufik.
Tufik? That's a great name. No, but it sounds like... Anyway, yeah. It's close enough for me. Excuse me, I'm just gonna Tufik. Sorry, this is going someplace really wrong. So what did you say it was? How do you say it in French? Do that again?
Dimanche.
Dimanche. That's it. Okay. Dimanche. Just do it again with the hands for me.
Dimanche.
I love Québécois. Thank you. See you later, buddy. Do we have questions today? Do we? Do we have a mic for questions? No? Oh, we do. But I'm not going to tell you the story about my husband because I've already told you, haven't I? Wait! Don't get angry at me! Did I tell you about when I went back over to England?
No.
Okay, how many have heard it? Not enough. How many haven't heard it? You're gonna hear it! So, I'm in the jacuzzi at my house in Palm Springs. Scott, my husband's there. In our jacuzzi, we like to just go on the ground for a second, let everybody, so they can all see. I like to go, hello. How are you? I'm hung like a donkey. You got a grasp of it there, girl. Like you've taken a blue pill. So I'm in the jacuzzi. When we go to the jacuzzi in our own home, we figure we're going nude, no big deal, right? It's our own house, we can do whatever we want, we're not afraid of nudity. So I'm in the jacuzzi, nude, FaceTime live. Like, oh, hey everybody, I just want to say what's coming up from recently, and I'm going to be doing stuff, and it's going to be great, we're going to be out and about, and I hear sploosh behind me. Turn around, my husband's in the jacuzzi. I said, you did not just walk behind me naked, did you? He says, yeah. No problem. I went, what do you mean no problem? I'm live on Facebook with 6 million people! And you just showed them all your cock! Oh, well, I went to see Jungle Book. I don't care about Jungle Book! Because now everybody knows you're the king of the swingers! Facebook took it off promptly. Thank God for you people, because you made it go viral. So viral that I was in London a week later, and I'm sitting in the conservatory, or conservatoire, as my mother-in-law likes to call it, with my mother-in-law and father-in-law, because I go to see them every time I'm back in London if Scott's not there. So I'm sitting and I'm having tea and cakes and sandwiches, finger sandwiches with my mother-in-law. Sterling, my father-in-law, is in the kitchen doing some cooking, and Sheila is sitting across from me, and she says, John, I spoke to Jackie this morning. I said, did you, Sheila? I said, yes, I spoke to Jackie. Jackie's such a wonderful lady. She says to say hello, Jackie does. But Jackie was telling me you, and I said, Sheila, have you seen the papers today? And I said, no, Jackie, I haven't seen the papers. You may be reading the papers. She said, well, yes, Sheila, because Scotty's cock is all over the papers. Apparently, he got it out on the internet. I about choked on my sandwich. My mother-in-law saying the word male chicken to me. I about spewed all over the place. She said, is it true, John? I went, yes, actually it is. And I told her this story, and she said, oh, dear. I do wish Scotty would keep his cocky in his pants. Sterling walks in with more sandwiches and says, I don't know why he should pass it on. He shouldn't be ashamed, apparently he's well hung. First question, yes.
It's not.
You'll all be looking up that video now. It's still on there. Happy hunting. You disgusting pervs in the front row. I love you. Yes.
I think a little bit confused here. Dimanche is Sunday in
You're
French.
confused. What? You're
When
confused.
you were asking the question about French,
Yes.
I think the word you want is va te faire foutre, which is go fuck yourself, and not dimanche, which is Sunday. Bye, Captain.
I've never heard words like that come out of the doctor's mouth before. Suddenly I'm turned on. Did you sign that one, girl? Did you sign it for sure? I'm not gonna say it, but how do you sign it? I don't want to say it! What she just said! Yeah, that too. Yes.
What was your favorite behind-the-scenes moment on Arrow?
Ooh. My favorite behind-the-scenes moment. A lot of things have happened, and you know, part of what I like to do is just make people crack up. Sometimes, you know, by doing something really silly across from them when they're doing their close-up. Steven's really easy to crack up. I mean, you know Katie Cassidy cannot say Nanda Parbat. Have you heard this? She calls it Amanda Poorbutt. We were doing a scene, and we're all standing there, and she's talking, she says, well, how do we get to Amanda Poorbutt? Now you try to keep going, but Steven and I were like, and she just kept talking, like she knew what she was talking about. And then they went cut, and we all went, Amanda Poorbutt? And she went, well, I don't know what it is, it's Nanda Parbat! It's only been on the series for 4 years! No, there was another an instance about laughing. Oh my gosh, it was with Steven and I've told you the one where we were doing a scene and I did the runaway and I did kind of a dance. Have I told you that one? Yeah, do you want to see it? We're doing Steven and I are doing a scene and I'm doing all the evil Malcolm Merlin and he's doing all the kind of heroic Oliver. And I'm doing heroic Malcolm and we're doing it, we're acting our socks off. And the camera finishes and I turn it around and I go, shoot that poison arrow through my heart. They love working with me when I do a really heavy scene. Yeah, yes.
So do you think that there's any possibility that Jack can come back on Doctor Who?
But unfortunately, it's not up to me. It's up to the showrunner, the producers. I know the fans would love to see it. So would I. If they asked me, I would say yes, right? But it's all up to them, really. Would you like Jack to come back? Kiss Peter? I kiss Peter every Friday. Anyway, thank you for the 4 people who got that. Would you like to see him back?
Of course.
Well, then that's it. If there's any possibility, it would be with Chris Chibnall, because Chris Chibnall also show ran for Torchwood. And so he knows Captain Jack, and it's a new lease on Doctor Who, and I think it'll be awesome. And let's just fingers crossed. I'd love to, because Jack changed my life. and I will always be grateful to Doctor Who and to the world and to Whovians, because, like I'll always say, you make my life awesome, and that's what Jack did. So I'd love to go back. Yeah. Yes.
Hi.
Hi, Doctor.
I just wanted to say you were my first actual person and
That you ever met?
And I saw it like for celebrity, and this is my first question at a panel.
Is
so
it?
Bear with me. I wanted to know if
Don't pee yourself.
I wanted to know what's your next character that you would like to be, if it's already somebody playing, or if like what show you want to go on. And I know you're really good at dancing, so I know I heard
We
you're
have
good
rules at times.
I know you're good at singing as well. So would you go on a musical show, or would you go on a regular show like Arrow itself on a different like universe? I'm sorry. What show would you like to be on next? There we go.
I need a drink after that question. Good Lord.
What show would you like to be on
There's
next?
like 8 questions in there.
What show would you like to be on next? There we go.
I don't know. I never thought about that. I mean, there's shows at the moment that I read for, and I'm getting, doing the auditions for, and we'll see what happens. I just did a big comedy show with a comedian over in the UK, a guy called Keith Lemon. I don't know if you know. Yeah, because we just did we call it a piss take of Dirty Dancing a little while ago, and I was the director of Dirty Dancing, and it was kind of like a reality show making of Dirty Dancing, and they were the characters. Keith is not the most gorgeous man in the world, and he put on the wig and the dress and everything, and it was hysterical. It got like the highest ratings for his show on ITV, and so they asked me to go back and do another one with him. And if you get a chance to see it, if you ever can watch it online, it's going to be hysterically funny, particularly what happens in the park. That's all I'll say.
And I just want to, sorry, I'm a big Hamilton fan, and I know you would be a really good part for King George.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I was asked to do it in London.
Oh.
But what are you on for? It just wasn't going to work out. And also, there's a lot of other things that I want to do. It's a great part.